We're down to the quarterfinals at the Bet Victor World Matchplay, and oh my word, what drama at the Winter Gardens. A thrilling Thursday. Chizzy was left dizzy in his tilt with the Black Cobra, and one for the ages between Rockstar and Ando. In fact, you might call it perfect. Today, on High Roller Radio. Yes, Night 6 in Blackpool. Darts fans still buzzing over all that terrific action on Wednesday, as was one of the combatants, Darren Webster, who tweeted this out. The next morning you wake up and realize you have just beaten the current world champion. Demolition Man adding a giant-size profile pic. Year of the Dwarf, he says. The little man with one big punch, replied Kevin Shepard. Big heart, too. Did you catch Webster's post-match news conference yesterday where he provided a great quote? I will bite your ankles till the end. Determination Rob Cross certainly felt. What time is it? Asked Dan Dawson. Hashtag it's his time. Dawson's gut telling him that Rockstar has got this tournament. At Live Darts, quoting Joe Cullen ahead of his tilt with Gary Anderson. Of course I'm happy to be in the quarters, he said, but at the back of my mind, I'm sort of disappointed it's taken me this long, admitting that his TV form is a long time coming. Interesting stats from Carl Fletcher. Straight darts percentage for the tournament for the remaining 8, he tweeted. Whitlock, number 1 at 6.49%. Wright second at 6.68. Then it's Anderson, Chisnell, and Sulovich. Rockstar with the most straight darts at 9.61%. Darts Planet making predictions, letting us know about fantasy darts. How about Chris Mason sitting in second spot? Good job, sir. There's your schedule of play. 2 matches on this Thursday, 2 more tomorrow night. First one's on stage. Dave Chisnell and Jeffrey Desvaughn as we get a nice view from the rafters. Quarterfinals, best of 31, remember. And what a start. A wild first set. Down a break early, Chizzy went on a 180 spree. Ready for this? He tossed in 4 maximums in 5 scoring attempts. Ridiculous darts. So good it left these fans wanting a 9-darter. And that, my friends, is called foreshadowing. The man in yellow would then take out 81 to lead 3-2 at the first interval. His winning legs in 13, 11, and 12 darts. Terrific tungsten. Out of the commercials, Chisnell added another maximum, then took out 69 to break throw on fire. Dutchman, though, responded with back-to-back 180s of his own, fought back to level 5-5 at the second break. Under PDC Rule 26.3, subsection B, Dan Dawson tweeted, this Desvaughn Chisnell game has now been made best of 101 legs due to its astonishing level of excellence. 10 180s through 10 legs, Chizzy was 7 of them. Big-time darts indeed, truly majestic. Black Cobra broke throw out of the break, but Chisnell hung tough. This 82 finish made it 6-6, said, see, that's what I can do. If you love the darts, stand up, and they were at 7 apiece. Desvaughn would break with his 66 finish, 8-7 Black Cobra at the halfway point. That break seemed to be the difference because from there it was all Jeffrey. The 22-year-old taking all 5 games in the 4th mini session, a whitewash to leave the stage up 13-7, complete command of the contest, and you can make the final 16-8. JDZ winning 9 of the last 10 legs. It was Dizzy Chizzy after the contest. Desvaughn with a look to the heavens. First MVG, then Adrian Lewis, now Dave Chisnell. Remember, this is his Winter Gardens debut. 2 words. Giant Slayer. 8 180s, 52% on doubles, a 103 average, just too good. It was amazing, he said afterwards. You don't want to feel my heart right now. I don't have words for it. I played really well. Unbelievable. Anybody have Desvaughn in the semifinals? Well, he is. Wow, a star is born. Next up, Joe Cullen, Gary Anderson, Rockstar, getting a Rockstar's welcome in Blackpool. He'd face this guy, and you think Ando was ready or what? Look at this. Down a break early, he'd fire in back-to-back 180s, and then, yes, finish off the 141 for a 9-darter. Unbelievable. The Winter Gardens erupted, fans loving it. All Joe Cullen could do was stand there and applaud. Andrew Dugan pointing out on Twitter, that was great sportsmanship from Joe. First 9-darter at the match play since 2014, and Phil Taylor. Anderson wasn't finished yet. Very next leg, he took out 141 again. Wow, for a 3-2 lead at the interval. Look at these averages in the 8th leg. 110 playing 103.5. Cullen hanging with him though. It was all tied 5 apiece at the second break. Down 6-5. Cullen fired in this 140, still playing superbly. He then took out double 8 and we were level again. Rockstar then broke in the 13th leg to take the lead for a third time. Credit to Anderson though, took the next 2 to once again lead at the interval 8-7. They would stay on throw through 18 legs, the tension building. 19th leg, unreal. After Anderson shot 174 to leave 8, Cullen reeled in this whopper. The big fish, a 170 checkout to break throw and take the lead again. Stellar stuff. Then more drama in the next leg. Ouch for Anderson. Wrong bed to bust his attempt at the 77 finish, and Cullen pounced. Double 18, the huge reaction, 11-9 Cullen after 4 mini sessions. Dan Dawson reiterating his thoughts on Twitter. It's his time, he said. Cullen would keep the lead until the 24th leg. Anderson nailing this 180 and then sneaking in a third dart double 9. He'd then take out 90 for an 11-darter and 13-2 at the break. 28th leg, Gary would miss darts to break and Cullen landed double 4 to level the match at 14. The next leg, Rockstar would break for 15-14 on the verge of victory. But he'd missed 2 match darts. Ready for this? Claiming a fly distracted him. And there it is, highlighted by the circle. Unreal. Anderson survives match darts to force a tiebreaker. We get all the way to 17 apiece. Best of 3 now for the match. Anderson would hold. Rockstar would kick off the next leg with a 180, but then miss 3 darts at double. No, Dan Dawson, it wasn't his time. The Flying Scotsman ends it on double top. Absolutely sensational tilt. A slugfest. Anderson prevails, again survived 2 match darts, and he tossed in that perfect game. A hard-fought game, Anderson admitted, obviously relieved. As for that fly on his match darts, you saw it as well, Cullen asked. A fly flew across right as I was throwing for double 9. I'm not saying I would have hit it, but he then added, as tweeted out by Neil Sinclair, the fly must have been a Scotsman. Great quote for sure on what is now the most famous fly in darts. Great match, 2 class players, 16-14 the final as we see the bracket. Just 6 players remain in Blackpool, 2 more matches tomorrow. The last word to the PDC's Chris Murphy again. As a darts fan, thank you, he said, to Gary Anderson and Joe Cullen for an evening's entertainment that will live long in the memory. Well said, sir. The Winter Gardens on this thrilling Thursday, amplified. 2 players advancing, a 22-year-old Dutchman and this guy, Gary Anderson. Perfect today on High Roller Radio.